Kia ora koutou. Not gonna lie, this was a tough one. Over the past few weeks, I've been feeling stuck with my trading. Results have been flat, discipline has slipped, and I've been questioning what needs to shift. That reflection led me to something new, developing a script. A kind of bot to help take the emotion out of my trades and stick to my rules with more precision. It's early days still, but today I ran a bit of an experiment. I went head to head with the bot. Same stock, same conditions, just me versus the rules I wrote. The result? Pretty eye-opening. Let's take a look. Basically, how I ran it was, if I was watching stock and trading that stock or looking for trades to enter, the bot was running at the same time. So I didn't get the bot to trade everything that was going on in the market, only the stocks that I was trading at the same time counted in this sort of experiment. So the first stock that I was watching at the open of pre-market was DAIC. This stock had popped up in after hours from around, what was it, around $4, $5, and popped up to a high around $13.37. And it sort of held this line around $9, $10. And I thought that was going to be quite a strong stock off the mark. I didn't buy in at the start. Actually, I was quite surprised that it popped so quickly. It did pop. I didn't buy in until this pullback here. So I bought in at $17.66 and looking for it to push back up and rally through the high or retest the high. It didn't. And this was the first trade I took, and probably one of the worst. I held that position instead of selling out when it dipped here back to the below the 9 EMA. I could have been out around 17.30, around that with a rather minor loss, but I held it and held it and held it until I finished trading for the night, which was around 7:30 market time. I've just got a few things on this week, and I didn't trade my usual trading time. So I held that for a long time and no result. It did rally at the open, but it still only made it up to 14.30. It still would have been a loss. So I made a loss of 12.40 on that trade alone. Whereas the bot got in here at the break of VWAP on this green candle here around 11.90. What's 11.90? I'll just have a look. Yeah, 11.91, and sold at 17.80. So it did a lot better than I did on the first trade with $1,178 in the first trade. It got in again here at the break of VWAP again. So one of the entries that the bot takes is on the break of VWAP. It has to meet some certain other conditions as well, not just breaking VWAP, otherwise it'll be going in and out all the time. And it unfortunately took a loss on that second trade of $118. So the bot didn't trade anything else on this stock. Basically, it took those two trades and that was it for the bot. The next stock I traded was SCAG. That's the wrong button. So SCAG was a better trade for me. So I got in here as it came back down to retest the VWAP and 9 EMA. Didn't hold, but I held through this long period again. Really bad at holding at the moment. Not selling my position if it's a losing position. Yeah. Anyway, it did pop and I got out here at 8.29. I accidentally had a order here at 7.76. It didn't fill. I only filled one share and I quickly cancelled the rest of the order and sold the rest up here at 8.29. Did actually go a lot further. 10.53 was its final exit. But I did make a profit on that of around $161. So that was at least a profitable trade, but nowhere near as profitable as it could have been. But yeah, the bot didn't take any trades on SCAG while I traded this, so that was it for SCAG. NAMM was the next stock I traded. This also popped up on my scanners around here. I switched over to it about here. So this blue line here is basically where I sort of started watching this stock trade. And I got in on this stock at $12. And here at $12, and you can see I got in just in, where is it? That's the bot's entry. I got in here at $12, around here on this candle, on this pullback down to 9 EMA. Really nice entry on that one there for me. And I got out at 15.80 on this candle here, not too far off the top. So if I hover over that, you can see there where the X is. It was pretty much near the top of that candle. So really nice trade there. That was, you know, $3.80 a share on that stock, and around $760 profit on that trade there. So that was a decent trade for me. I was quite happy with that, and possibly my best trade of the session actually. My next trade on NAMM was at this one was in here at 13.50. I got in at here at the 9 EMA again, and I sold pretty much straight away on the next candle at the high of this green candle here at 14.33 for a profit of $166. So that was another decent trade there. Good quick dip trade as it came down to the 9 EMA and sold pretty quickly. I didn't get in along here. I should have got in a lot earlier, but I got in too high. It had broken up through the high here around 16.27, and I got in for that break of that high. Didn't get a great fill, got it in at 16.48, and then I didn't sell. I should have sold up here as it broke 17.50. That would have been $1 a share, and that would have been fine. But I held, and this is the second one I held forever. And I sold this down here at 10.70 when I, should have been out with a profit, or as it broke down through here, I should have been out as it was breaking down through this level here of the 9 EMA. So not a good trade again, another hold and hope, which didn't help my cause. The bot, on the other hand, got in on the break of VWAP down here at 10.74, and it sold its position here at 14.57. So it was out in here on the open of this green candle here, and it was out here on the close of that red candle there. So it does, the way the bot works, it does, obviously it doesn't capture the whole move. It tries to capture the majority of it, but it tries to capture, like maybe I could program it to sell sort of somewhere up here if it's hitting a resistance level or something like that maybe. But at the moment it's pretty simple bot, and it just closes on a red candle. So that trade there for the bot, it gave it $752 in profit. And then it didn't trade anything on this area here. Didn't take any trades in there. It did take a trade here at break of VWAP and out for a small loss here of $108 loss on that. So in at 1463, out at 1409, and only $108 loss. So no, not that bad. It didn't take any trades on SCAG or I traded EWLS next. ELWS, yep. So I traded this here. I took a trade here as it pushed up, and I got in on this pullback here at 371 and roughly about here. It didn't hold, and I held too long on this as well, but I was out at 285. So not the worst trade I'd taken, but definitely didn't work straight away, so I should have been out straight away as well. But a loss of 172 on that trade for me as well. The bot didn't trade it while I was watching it. I see it's taken some trades later on, but after that sell there, I was no longer trading the stock, so I left it alone. So I'm not counting any of these trades for the bot because, yeah, I wasn't watching it and it's just put those in there. But that was pretty much it. So in the end, the bot made a profit of $1,700, $1,704, and I made a loss of $1,471. So not great. For me, it wasn't very good at all. But interesting to do that, and if I traded better, I definitely wouldn't have lost that. I shouldn't have been holding. I should have stuck to my rules and just gotten out earlier on those trades that I held for far too long, and actually waited for something to be moving in the right direction before getting back in and taking some more trades. But you know, I traded more stocks than the bot. I took more trades than the bot. My script, it took 4 trades, you know, 2 winners, 2 losers, but its risk reward ratio was much better than mine. I didn't actually work that out. And yeah, it just, you know, shows you that if you follow your rules and it's on the right stock, then you should be profitable. And even taking losses, you know, it's not a bad thing. You're going to take losses all the time. It's just making sure that those losses are manageable. And I didn't manage my risk at all on these trades. So I might do the experiment again and see if I can be a bit more disciplined on my trading and tidy my trading up and see how the bot goes. I'm kind of happy at the moment with it, but it is very specific, the types of stocks that it will work on. I don't think it works very well on stocks that are lower than like $4. Anything under that doesn't really have the range to give for the script to work well. Anything over that and is one of the leading gainers on the day, it has a better chance of being profitable. But I've still got a lot of back testing to do and maybe some more tweaks to make on it before actually trading it in any sense live. But you know, It was interesting to do, and we'll see where it goes from here. Honestly, I got humbled. I built this bot to follow my rules better than I sometimes can. And today, it did. If I'd followed the system, the one I literally coded myself, I would have come out green. Instead, I got caught up in old patterns, hesitation, hope, and poor risk management. But this isn't a failure, it's feedback, and maybe the beginning of something new. The market is closing early tomorrow, and I am attending an event tonight, so I may not be able to trade the next session. The market will be closed on July 4th for Independence Day, so I will be back next week to break down my trades. Appreciate everyone who's been following along. It means more than you know. If you're on a trading journey too, or just interested in seeing where this new path leads, stick around. Let's see where it takes us. I'll see you in the next one. Hei a koe nei.